The Flash movie is getting a sequel. What? There's a sequel for the Flash movie? How is this happening? How did this fly under the radar? You may be asking yourself, looking at these numbers going, how would this movie get a sequel based on this? And why isn't this all over the internet? Eric, why are you the person delivering this news to us? It's because I didn't even know about it until just a little while ago. Scrolling online, and I found a video that tells us there is a sequel coming out for the Flash movie. And it's literally not anything you're expecting. If you're watching this video, you probably have you have no guess on how this is happening, because the Flash is probably going to end up being the biggest film bomb that has ever happened for Warner Brothers financially. This is awful. Okay, we're not going to get into all the specifics of this. We talked about this quite a bit. However, the sequel is coming with this podcast, which is Flash Escape the Midnight Circus. We talked about this a couple weeks ago when I mentioned it, like this new show coming to Apple Podcasts, which is this Flash series, which sounds not great. Doesn't sound good to me. I don't have much interest in it. However, it seems like this series is going to be a canonical continuation of the Flash movie franchise. Which, how would that have worked if the Flash movie was going to end up being part of James Gunn's universe? We're going to watch a very short clip of this. I hope it doesn't get like, I'm going to tell you what it says afterwards. I'm going to repeat it just in case I have to edit this out, because it's quite possible it'll get claimed. But let's try. Let's listen to this. It's only a couple seconds into this, where they confirm that this is a continuation of the movie. This is actually a sequel to the movie. Here we go.
Cool. All right. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
At the beginning of the podcast, we're finding Flash a little bit later in his career from the film. So this is jumping forward by a few years.
So this podcast series is following the Flash from the movie a few years after the events of the film. So canonically, this is a sequel to the film. What are we really? So this, I don't know if this is a good promotion for the podcast. Like, if I was trying to sell my Flash podcast, the last thing I would do is connect it to the film. I don't know if there's just no awareness, or maybe this was recorded. Maybe this particular clip was recorded months and months and months ago, and it's just now coming out. I'm assuming that's what's happening here. But you know what? You should have just taken it out completely. There's absolutely no benefit to connecting this podcast to the movies other than to the movie other than morbid curiosity at this point. Like, honestly, I probably would have given the first episode a shot simply to see what it was going to be like. Just to see. But now that I know this is supposed to be the Barry Allen, the Ezra Miller Flash from that film universe in this kind of awful story, which, if you don't remember, the story is basically the Flash is stuck without his powers with Captain Cold battling against an evil Iris. That was going to be the storyline, but no powers, no nothing, and a podcast. So literally no visuals as far as I know. So yeah, this is the spiritual, or actually direct sequel to the Flash movie. I don't even know what to say at this point. This is just, it's wild to me. I can't believe they're doing this. What do you think about this? I'm curious what everybody's opinion is on this. I made this video because I just wanted to sort of like see if everybody else is shocked as I am. Like, are you going to be checking this podcast out now that you know it's a sequel to the Flash movie? Or is that a reason for you to avoid it? Were you someone that was like, I'm going to check it out, I want to see what it is. But now that I know this, I'm going to avoid it. I'm very curious of what everyone thinks about this, because I think this is a bad idea. This is just my opinion. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Take care.